Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. 3 topics. First one, a Ukrainian MP claims that Zelensky and his entourage clawed about $100 billion in wealth. That's the first one. Second one, the great Jean-Marie Le Pen dies at 96. That is the father of Marine Le Pen, Front National. And the third one has to do with Venezuela. These guys are telling us who is behind who later on. As I said, not in the articles covering the issue, but in articles somehow remotely related to the issue. We find out who actually supported the coup d'etat in Venezuela. Coup d'etat in Venezuela, right? So Matilda, remember Harry Belafonte, Matilda, she took my money and ran to Venezuela once again. Oh, okay. So we have the Venezuelan opposition leader who claimed victory against Maduro. Remember, he fled. He went to Spain for a while. Now he's at the White House. And he wants the Venezuelan military to do something to Mr. Maduro while he is at the White House. So we know who is behind whom. Remember the other guy, what was his name? In Venezuela as well. What was his name? Gattuso. The previous guy, they tried to push the CIA. Remember? Oh my God. And now they try again with the military. What did I tell you? Each and every revolution is successful or not successful depending on what the military does. If the military goes left, that's a decision. Goes right, it's a decision. They decide. Why? They got the guns. All right, let's start with the first article. Coming from Sputnik, where we find out that Mr. Zelenskys possibly, reportedly, has about $100 billion in 5 years. This is a Ukrainian lawmaker who I suspect is going to be charged and convicted with treason. Why? They're going to find something. So according to Sputnik, this is 19 hours ago, so it means it was on the 6th. Zelensky, his entourage, amassed $100 billion in 5 years, Ukrainian lawmaker. Well, fuck you all. There he is. Volodymyr Zelensky and his associates have accumulated a fortune of $100 billion, exactly 100, during 5 years in office, including during the ongoing conflict with Russia, Ukrainian lawmaker Alexander Dubinsky said on Monday. He's a Ukrainian lawmaker, not a Russian one. And I'm quoting, Zelensky's 3 large-scale projects have led him to his fabulous enrichment. The COVID pandemic brought him and his entourage from $500,000 to $1 million. Only on vaccines and masks. The big construction project, about $8 billion. The war, according to my estimates, cost about $50 billion. And quote, Dubinsky said on Telegram. The lawmaker noted that these figures do not include kickbacks from the tax, customs, and banking systems, as well as excise goods, I don't know how to pronounce that, excise, courts, law enforcement, and grain trade. In total, I'm quoting, in total, $100 billion over 5 years. This means that, in terms of real cash, Zelensky and company are richer than ongoing U.S. President Joe Biden, U.S. investor Warren Buffett, and U.S. entrepreneur Elon Musk combined. Their wealth in stock quotes, while this is real money. So their wealth is stock quotes, while this is real money. Therefore, now it is very important to not let Zelensky and his associates escape, Dubinsky added. Earlier in the day, the Institute of World Economy and International Relations of the Russian Academy of Science said that financial support for Ukraine from international organizations and countries has already exceeded $300 billion in 2022-2024. I want to be Zelensky. Okay, so what do you think? Is it possible? 100%. Probable? I don't know about the amount, but probable that these guys have lots of US dollars, I would say millions, I have a gut feeling. I don't know, but I think it's very probable. I would give it 99%. Why? I have an understanding of how corruption works in Romania, and Ukraine is even worse than that. So I think based only on that, I would say, and the profiteers during wars and how this money is accounted for or not, then I think it's possible. 100 billion, I don't know the estimate. Now let's go to important people right here. Jean-Marie Le Pen dies at 96. The veteran French politician led the National Front Party from 1972 to 2011, and I saw the first comment, I don't know if he's still there, says this. He died of a broken heart of his daughter destroyed the party and made it into a controlled hangout and pushes beep 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 boop boop boop. All right. So, the founder of the French National Front Party, now named National Rally, Jean-Marie Le Pen, has died at the age of 96 at a care facility surrounded by his loved ones, his family said in a statement. Born in 1928 to a fisherman and a seamstress, Le Pen worked in numerous occupations throughout his life, so he also volunteered in the French Foreign Legion's parachute regiment twice and was involved in the Suez Conflict 1956 and the Algerian War 1957. The Russia Today will not smear this guy. I will show you the whole obituary, or how you want to call this here, is not negative towards him. On the contrary, the words used are carefully placed over there. I will show you. First, all this is just fine. He started his political career in the 1950s and was elected to the French National Assembly twice between 1956 and 1962, before founding his own party in 1972. Le Pen also ran for president of France in 1974, 88, 95, 2002, 2007, and came second in 2002 with almost 18% of the vote. Like Sir Kermer, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, got 18%, his party, but he's the Prime Minister. That's democracy in Great Britain. Okay, so throughout his career, Le Pen courted controversy with his views, often described as quote-unquote far-right. Now, he was known for his staunch anti-immigration stance and, this is the word, downplaying the Holocaust. So, downplaying, not denying. Well, as in the Western media probably he will be portrayed, as well as speaking favorable of Marshal Philippe Pétain, the head of the collaborationist regime of Vichy France during the World War II. All right, so this guy is gone. The king is gone. Long live the king. I think he was of a tremendous influence in France. We need people like him, as God needs the devil, and vice versa. Correct? I'm just kidding. All right, I liked Jean-Marie Le Pen, and I was very familiar with his ideas and his statements. All right, his daughter is smart and ballsy as well, but she is not at his caliber. Let's put it this way: they had a lot of bam. She had to, how do you call it, denounce him and this, so she can. I don't want to go deeper in that because I don't like it at all. I think I like her, but she's a very washed version of her father. All right, let's go to the Venezuela. According to Fox News, Venezuelan opposition leader who claimed victory over Maduro meets with Biden. So they come to get their orders, like Mr. Milei. Where is Mr. Milei in Argentina? Where is he? Playing football with Messi? No, the same thing. When he got elected, the first trip he made it to what? Washington, D.C. Why? Exactly, that's exactly what happened. Just kidding. All right. Next one. CBS News, Venezuelan opposition leader who says he defeated Maduro meets with Biden. That's not so important. You just know, you have to know who's who, what's what. This is, the next article is going to be one that is very concerning. Venezuelan opposition leader who claims to have defeated Maduro meets Biden at the White House. And here it is. Tensions rise in Venezuela as opposition leader González asks military to end Maduro's reign. While he is where? In the heart of the democracy, right? Right here, the White House. He's right there meeting the baboon Biden, and he says, what? How about military? You just overthrow this guy. All right, here. Associated Press. U.S. recognizes Venezuela's opposition candidate as president-elect months after the disputed election. Got that? All right, this is an article from November 19th, 2024. So we know who tried to overthrow Maduro and put whom in place. Do we know who? Do we know who supported? So every time you hear, I'm not for Maduro, I'm not against Maduro, that's their business. But I can't see when these guys stick their cock in other people's pussies and they try to, make some sons and daughters over there. I don't like that. And then we're the good guys. Victoria Nuland, remember 2014 in Ukraine? What happened? Russia gave them a bloody nose. Now Venezuela can do it. As soon as they get the Russians over there, probably they will take their hands off. Why? Venezuela's problem is not Maduro, is not a Venezuelan, is the oil. That's the problem. If Venezuela has no oil, you wouldn't hear about Maduro, about anybody. About this González, nothing. Nothing. Why? If you're a country that we cannot suck your resources out of you, or has a geopolitical, strategic, military position, you don't hear about the country. The mass media will not bring it to us to make it, make us conscious of Maduro's lack of, whatever you want to call it, violating human rights and all that. But González, believe him, he's a straight up guy. But hey, he wants the military to Maduro, like they did with, what's his name? Oh, Mr. Gaddafi. They want to pull the same thing to Putin. Imagine someone else would do the same thing about the United States of America. Imagine. Someone would protect and say, yes, you're the elected official, Trump. Let's say you are the guy who won actually in 20, whatever. Right? What would these guys then get him to Beijing and to Moscow and say, you're the one, man. We're going to try a little overthrow. No, the 6th of January. That was a riot. Okay, but it's a different. When they say insurrection, go and read what an insurrection is. Without the military, the insurrection is zero. Zero. The military comes and clears the street. I guarantee you that. The same. This guy knows what he's talking about. While at White House, he asks for military overthrow of a government. However the government is. But the context? All right. Zelensky, $100 billion? I don't know. Jean-Marie Le Pen died. We'll see who's next. And we got this Gonzalo, whatever he is, González, being at the White House, supported by CIA and all these guys. So when these guys are trying to, they give more credibility to the bad dudes that we are supposed to hate. In this case, when they're going to say, when Maduro's going to come out and say, that drone tried to assassinate me. Oh, those guys from Colombia with those former Marines or Green Berets or Navy SEALs, they tried to overthrow the government. It was an attempted coup by the Americans and so on, the CIA. When that guy is going to say it again, I think he's going to have more credibility than these baboons because they are trying to do this. Right in your face. Hey, we love democracy somehow. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We love democracy because only when our guy wins. When our guy loses, we don't love democracy. We want the guy to go in tank and go into the Caracas and take over, whatever. Maybe they employ Victoria Nuland, to help them with the 2014 coup. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.